Hey folks, what do you know? This week I don't have a lot of time to make a hammering video, so I just thought I would just give you some updates, introduce a few more customer touch marks that have been made, and also show some pics of something that I did that was a little bit crazy, but worked out. So first thing is the razor. And I have to say, after working on this, it really has piqued my interest in making more and trying to hone my skills for this. But I worked to sharpen this for maybe about an hour, and this is just incredibly hard. And I've gotten nowhere, well, basically, or made very little progress. So I use a variety of abrasives, stone bench grinding wheels and flat discs and solid flat wheels, everything. So, like I said, I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll get that done. But I have two other projects that I'd like to do. There are two other simple tools that I would like to make for myself, and I'll probably do those in videos before I actually get this finished up. So, but yeah, this is coming, I promise. So, and then what the other thing that I wanted to show is the very first anvil that I had made here in Taiwan was a more simple design. It was just a hornless anvil with a waist, and it was about 70 kilos, or about 154 pounds. And actually, I'm looking in the camera and I'm seeing behind me, the model is right here. This was kind of like a mock-up of that. I've had this, it's been years still, and I have this cardboard mock-up that I made just to, get the idea of what the dimensions would look like. And then this anvil is actually right now in America, sitting in a garage in America. So, I wish I had it here to work on, but I sent it back one time when I went back. So, it's sitting there for me whenever I go back to, and I need to use that. But basically, when I had this made, I didn't find the resource for heat treating the anvils like I have now. So, and also since this one, it only needed to be heat treated on the top, maybe the top inch or so is what I thought. So, I didn't have to heat the whole thing. So I scratched my head, and I came up with a method that used, I took my forge apart, and then built kind of like a chamber with fire bricks that I could put this in, and then put my burner on top of that. And it was a really silly thing to do. It actually worked out, but it took forever. It took hours and hours to heat this thing enough to get about an inch of good heat on this. And then the method I used to cool it was a little silly too. But yeah, I'm going to show that in pictures now, and then I'll kind of explain that. So yeah, I'm sorry I can't put up a hammering video this week, but there'll be more to come for sure, so stick around. And I won't, like I said, the razor, I definitely haven't given up on that. I'm very, very interested, in fact, in making more. So, and yeah, so that's that for now, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Thanks. Very quickly, here are some more touch marks. This is this gentleman's second. It's the same, just a smaller size, and you can see it compared to my thumbnail. This one has something to do with this gentleman's location, and it's also got his initials. Also, someone's initial, first name a K, with the hammer, so you can see it makes part of the hammer handle. And this is it cleaned up. And again, this is initials, DK. And then, just like the other one, you can see this is right after it was used, and then once it was cleaned up a bit. Now on to the anvil, which is made from 41-45 steel. The hardy hole is round through with the top half-inch milled square. Notice how the waist doesn't come into the main working area. I used the cardboard model to mock up the fire chamber to see how many fire bricks are needed. See my gas forge on top there with the burner. I know these pics are cropped too much. They're just old pictures taken with an older camera. Things were starting to heat up now, and actually they started to expand. Really cooking with gas at this point. And I would peek in occasionally to check on the anvil's temp. Yes, that's me with shorts on, but that may be the least of my problems when you consider that I'm on the 5th floor on a balcony doing this. So I broke down the bricks, took them away from the front and the back, took the burner off and the sides, and then just exposed the anvil as you see here. I hardened it by hosing it down. No need to temper because it cooled so slowly. And you can see the one problem maybe is that the burner was concentrated in the center,
but then again, it made it harder in the center, which is probably desirable. And I was very pleased with the hardness of the face of this anvil. You know, as I was cooling it, I was also tapping it with a hammer just to see if there was any stress cracks. Turned out really well, as you can see by the smile on my face. These are the only 2 pics I can find post heat treat. Really love this anvil. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and please subscribe and come back for more. Thanks.